There's trouble brewing for the Congress as the party's election committee meets to decide on the second list of candidates for the Lok Sabha election. Senior Congress leaders seem to be going through election phobia as we speak. Sources have told Headlines today that Finance Minister P. Chidambaram is not keen to contest the polls this time, but he prefers his son Karthi Chidambaram to contest from his constituency in Tamil Nadu, Sivaganga, and prefers a Rajya Sabha route for himself. Shipping Minister G.K. Vasan is upset over his state being ignored and is also not ready to fight the polls. Telecom Minister Kapil Sibal apparently is also not keen as he is being persuaded to fight from Amritsar and not his seat Chandni Chowk in Delhi. Sources say Minister of State for Information and Broadcast Manish Tiwari is not keen to contest from Ludhiana and is eyeing a seat from Chandigarh. Let's get a quick word in from Headlines today's Maushami, who joins me live from the Congress headquarters. Also have Priyamvada joining us live from Chennai for more on this. Maushami, if I could come to you first. Several top leaders, don't want to fight from their current seats right now. It's going to, paint a very poor picture. A lot of people, including the Aam Aadmi Party, is going to say that this is the AAP effect. And all of these leaders are simply scared to hold on to their seats now.
That's right, Shiv. If you, the reports that are coming in, P. Chidambaram, Manish Tiwari, G.K. Vasan, S. Nachiappan, all these big ministers, they aren't willing to fight the elections as they know that Congress is facing its lowest ever in popularity charts. And the news pouring in is that they would rather take the Rajya Sabha route than fight the Lok Sabha elections. Although Rahul Gandhi has been persuading them to battle it out. Though Kapil Sibal is been adamant on fighting Chandni Chowk. Here the party wants to salvage him and put him to Amritsar, a safe seat for him, considering the wave against him in Delhi. Shiv.
It's embarrassing in terms of what it does as far as the Congress's image is concerned. There's not much to speak of. I want to get a word in, and we're trying to get a Congress reaction on this, but we have Sudhanshu Mittal of the BJP for a reaction. Mr. Mittal, what do you think about this? Kapil Sibal, Manish Tiwari, P. Chidambaram, many of these people, don't want to fight from their current seats or want to take the Rajya Sabha route. What do you think?
See, in the face of an imminent defeat, what else is expected? There's a saying, कि डूबते हुए जहाज पे कोई नहीं चढ़ता. I mean, it is obvious. And it's written on the wall. And all these are people who have been interacting with the people of their constituency. And they have realized that there's so much of a hostile reaction to the misgovernance they have given to the country in the last 5 years, that they all are in the fear of actually losing their deposits.
Thanks, Sudhanshu Mittal, for telling us what you think. We're trying to get a Congress reaction as well. Meanwhile, I want to get Priyamvada in, our bureau chief in Chennai. Priyamvada, this is alarming. P. Chidambaram reportedly doesn't want to fight the seat in Sivaganga. Constituency is held for many years now, and prefers that his son will, fight that seat. Karthi Chidambaram will fight that seat, and he would like a Rajya Sabha route for himself.
Absolutely, because all the Congress leaders here in Tamil Nadu are rattled. Be it the 2G scam or the Colgate, the scams, as such, they don't have a Dravidian party to back them. They have fought for the last 10 to 15 years with the Dravidian party. For the first time, Congress is going to contest alone. And P. Chidambaram, we know what happened in 2009. He lost in a margin. The case is still pending because an ADMK candidate was already declared as the winner. Later on, it was changed. A case is still pending in the Madras High Court in this regard. So we know where each politician, each Congress leader stands here. Except P. Chidambaram, nobody else was anyway going to contest her because G.K. Vasan just announced a few days back that he's not going to contest because he's always been in a Rajya Sabha MP twice, and his tenure in Rajya Sabha comes to an end by June. So if he doesn't contest this Lok Sabha election and if he doesn't get a Rajya Sabha seat, so people like Jayanti Natarajan and G.K. Vasan will not even be in parliament to debate on political issues. The prominent Congress faces from Tamil Nadu are not going to be going to parliament. That is what is going to happen in a state where Congress is hardly at 5 to 6% of vote share, and already that position is quite weakened because the Dravidian parties have isolated them.
Priyambada, stay with me. Maushami, I want to come back to you. Can you give us a time frame? What are your sources telling us, Maushami, about the time frame within which there will be more clarity about these many senior leaders, including P. Chidambaram, Kapil Sibal, Manish Tiwari, Nachiappan, G.K. Vasan, etc.?
Shiv, there have been marathon Central Election Committee meetings here, and actually, if you take a case in point, Delhi was not able to finalize the seats during the Central Election Committee meeting today because there were differences. Sitting MPs not wanting to contest, some sitting MPs wanting to contest, but their winnability is very low considering the wave against them. So we have 4 meetings that have already taken place, and you'll have a series of meetings coming up in the next 2-3 days, and the second list out that could have some big faces, but Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka would have to wait. Though we are getting news reports that P. Chidambaram would rather go to a safer haven in Karnataka to fight elections, considering that the way the Congress party has been deserted in Tamil Nadu over the fishermen issue, over the Sri Lankan Tamil issue, where they have actually not expressed their views.
And do we know by when there will be more clarity on this, Maushami? Is it going to be in the next few days?
I couldn't say much, Shiv, because the first list already was delayed by 4 days, and the second list is supposed to come out very soon. But the way things are going in the Central Election Committee meeting, with ministers backing out, it is really a tough time for the Congress leadership and the screening committee.
Maushami, this is startling. You know, leaders like Kapil Sibal, Manish Tiwari, who are the veritable faces of the UPA government and, you know, the power corridors, as it were. They're very visible, vocal union ministers. If they are shuffled around, it's going to, you know, send out the signal that the Congress is simply running scared and not willing to pit these heavyweights in a fight that somehow it is convinced it might actually lose because of the wave against them.
That's right, Shiv. Actually, the Congress party here, you can see, is on the back foot. And I would like to add that Manish Tiwari does not want to contest from Ludhiana, though he is wanting to contest from Chandigarh, because he has been facing some problem with the local MLAs, local Congress MLAs, who have not been supporting him. And there have been issues with these big ministers that they have not visited their constituency, they have not looked at the local issues and met the people, gone around, spoken to them, rallied there, and they just come like just before elections. So the party leadership in the particular constituency is also unhappy, and that is why Manish wants to shift to Chandigarh, where Bansal is likely to be given a ticket, and P. Chidambaram, as I said, would want to switch his state because he thinks that he's got no chances. Last time was a tight election.
I just want to tell our viewers that Maushami and her team and also our other reporters are on the job right now trying to get reactions from those ministers who Maushami is reporting on, including Kapil Sibal, including Manish Tiwari. And as soon as we hear from our reporters, we'll put those reactions on air. But this is startling stuff. This is tectonic as far as the UPA and the Congress are concerned. Thanks, Maushami and Priyambada, for joining us on this breaking story we're bringing to you here on Headlines.